short of the perfect. Steady dripping sauce, yeah, I'm keeping the tongue wet. But buzzing with the honey, sitting king with a throne yet. I leave a body while the nigga ain't home yet. He fucked up, so I let him fuck nigga go. You did your big one, I'm still doing bigger dough. Played you the ball to score, but you dropped it. Wasn't in his plan, so of course my guy blocked it.
It's the way you walk and the way you stare. Never mind my tear. Then I think I'm out of his love. Made me wanna lose control.
Diddy kitty, I'm back up on the market. Picking a player pocket, I'm about to have him starving. Taking the loops, knocking boots, my body rocking. Never the two, I'm the one, so nigga stop it. Yeah, karma finna pay me stacks. I know your new trick, watch it, so relay this back. Finna have it, don't lock like a chokehold.
I don't got no time for a bro code.
Let me go, but I'm letting go. Let go, but I'm letting go. Let go, but I'm letting go. Let go.
When your star is shining bright, oh, believe Facebook is going to know about it. It's the head of the charge here, Oliver Twixt, back with another Twixt tip for you Facebook creators. Y'all better be looking out for the Rising Creator label. I got it 3 months ago. It helped me triple my number of followers in 1 week. You heard me. 1 week. Facebook every week gives a handful of creators a badge of honor. The Rising Creator label. The badge recognizes creators with strong audience engagement whose content meets quality, originality, and integrity guidelines. And what's the big prize, you ask? The algorithm recommends you in people's Facebook feeds as a rising creator to follow. So, what can you do to get the Rising Creator label? Tip 1. Make timely content on Facebook in multiple formats. You want a mix of reels, text posts, photos, and stories to show you're maximizing your presence on the platform. Tip 2. Make engaging content that gets people excited to react and comment on your posts. So reply to your comments and keep the conversation going. Tip number 3. Follow Facebook's guidelines. Get familiar with Facebook's content and partner monetization, which means to post content that you created yourself. That's all I got for y'all. Drop down in the comment section below and let me know how it goes for you. We want to see that content, baby. And hopefully get more rising stars added to the collection. And that's the team. Hey you! Come here right quick. Facebook has done something it's never done before. They've given their creators the cheat code to get all the tea on who's following them. I'm finna show you how we are cracking the system. It's Oliver Twixt here, back with another Twixt tip on how to be a successful content creator on Facebook. Making money doing what you love as a creator is all about the customer. And in the digital space, it's the follower. I'm going to share some tips for reviewing your insights on professional dashboards, specifically followers. So get out your pen and paper. Head over to Professional Dashboard and click the Insights tab to access your insights. Today, we're going to only focus on follower insights. Now listen, you must have at least 100 followers that are not also your friends in order to learn more about your audience. These metrics here include net followers, which is the number of new followers minus the number of unfollows during a specified time period. Now, my personal fave is age and gender, which tells the estimated age and gender distribution across your audience. Listen, Professional Dashboard has all the steps on what it takes to be a monetized creator on Facebook. Now it's time you get to moving by creating content that gets you started on the right path. And I'll see you soon. Mwah. Summer is a couple months away, and I know you guys are gearing up to make a big splash with your content on Facebook, but let's pause for the cause. Oh yes, come take a quick dive with me. It's Oliver Twixt here, back with another Twixt tip on how you too can be a successful creator on Facebook. Today is all about reviewing your insights on professional dashboards, specifically post insights. My fave. Getting data is the best way to know how your content is performing. And when you know that, you can strategize better for success at a higher level. Go to Professional Dashboard and click on the tab that says Insights to access them. Once you're there, you'll see different types of insights. Today, we're only focusing on post insights. These metrics include cool things like reactions, which are the number of reactions on your post. Another one of my personal favorite metrics is engagement. Y'all need to know that. Engagement represents the number of reactions, comments, shares, and clicks on your post. Now, this is good information to know, especially when you have bonuses on your post, because you can see the data and thus make plans on how to be better, which in turn means potentially more money. Okay, ka-ching! And we know it's all about staying in your bag, okay? Professional Dashboard is literally working non-stop to make our experience easier. So head on over there and I'll see you soon.
Yeah. Everybody go. Everybody go. Everybody go. Ain't gon' get a line, but a twist better tell a friend. Play it one time, you gon' play again and again. Come one, come all, from older to beginner. CWIS is the winner.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Oliver Twixt here, your nerd boy cutie, always reporting for duty to do the Lord's work. What's up, good? And we are back in the classroom on this wonderful Wednesday to review Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 16. I think this is episode 12. Of course, joined by one of my favorite people in the whole wide world, Quentin T. Harris. Everybody.
Hey.
Everybody.
Hey, everybody. Can you hear me good?
I can hear you wonderfully.
Perfect.
You sound amazing, first of all.
You look amazing. Hi, Bookie Butt.
Hey, Bookie Butt, how are you?
I'm amazing, thank you. I love these frames on you and this hair pullback. You look cute today.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
So good to see you in Atlanta. You've been out and about.
Yeah, it's about to be out and about some more.
I heard that.
Q, I'm coming to Los Angeles for VidCon. Anybody who is under the sound of my microphone right now, if you will be in Los Angeles for VidCon, the super huge influencer convention being held in, I think, Anaheim this year, June the 19th through the 21st, Facebook is sending none other than Oliver Twixt to be in the motherfucking building. VidCon.
Oh, I love that for you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Daddy. I say that to say I'm going to be in your neck of the woods, so like you should come and stay with me at my hotel, wherever they're going to place me.
We'll see what we can do.
Yeah, just call off work. Let them know it's all right. Just tell them you got something going on.
So I'm going to catch the mega bus down there. Try to catch the mega bus. Catch the mega bus down there and come say hello to the people.
Yes, come say hello. Q, can you do me this favor?
What you need me to do?
I want you to stay just like this. Don't move, not a single thing. Now, I just want to say, everybody, let's congratulate Q, first of all, okay? Let's go ahead and count him down today. First of all, he successfully found the hole to put it in. And I'm talking about the cord from his mic. The red light is on, and it's working. So that's great. Yay.
Girl, I hate you so much. Just so we're very clear.
The mic is on.
The mic is on.
The headphones are in the right ears, and they hopefully they charged up. You know what I mean? But
if not the case, right here on the charger, baby. Are we ready? Are we ready? We ready? We ready this
he
week?
is
We are ready. Took me 12 episodes, but here we go, baby.
And listen, I did all that and still ain't download the presentation to my computer yet.
Oh my goodness, Oliver Twixt,
ain't it crazy?
You've been having a lot going on this week. You've been like back to back to back to back to back with content. Shout out to you. You saying shout out to me? Shout out to you.
Thank you, baby. You know.
Yeah, another Millie. Another one. Now don't y'all let me be too loud. And when I lean in, I'm not too loud and stuff, man, because I don't want people in the comments like, damn, cute, loud as hell.
37.
37 1 million.
37.
We got to celebrate when you get to 50.
million.
Do you want to celebrate when you get to 50 or 100? You going? Because I know you're gonna do it.
I think I could do a celebration at 50.
Because you're gonna hit 50.
Yeah, I think 50 is a good place to celebrate. But the goal is 100 this year. I need 100.
I love that for you. You can do it.
Yeah.
You can totally do it. Yeah, it's already done. 37 1 million views is already like insane. People do like 1 million, and that's the peak. I mean, like, you superseded that. So shout out to you.
I appreciate you, Daddy.
How was your weekend? Let's get into it.
Well, the weekend was great. I was down in Florida visiting my grandparents. I ended up extending my trip a couple of days, almost like a week, because I was really enjoying being around my parentals. And it was Memorial Day weekend in South Florida, which meant the punks were also in town. And I had never really ever celebrated or like partied gay wise in South Florida, because when I graduated, I immediately 3 months later went off to Morehouse here in Atlanta. So my adult life is in Atlanta. I don't know too much about that in Fort Lauderdale. So I was like, you know what? I don't have anything to do until Sunday, because I knew I wanted to go to Akbar's baby shower,
Baby shower.
Yeah, to hang out with her and see her and then get content. I was like, let me just be down here and like see what Florida gives. And I must say, I enjoyed it.
Did you have a good time?
I had too much fun, Q.
I meant to text you the next morning and be like, did you even make it home? Because I know you had called me that one night before you went out, and I meant to like hit you up the next morning, like, did you have a good time? Did you make it home? To check on you.
Yeah, I made it home every night. Well, I'm alive.
Oh.
You know? I am alive.
Whether I made it to my bed in my home or not, I'm alive. Well, that's what's up. Did you see like the old high school classmates or anything like that?
I did run into some of my old high school classmates. I ran into my first boyfriend. I ran into my very first boy. Well, he wasn't.
Don't skip past that, T. Give us some more.
Well, him and he's like a year older than me. But like that was like my first like, oh, we go together type shit.
Oh, we go together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Heard that.
My little summer love going into high school.
Oh, that's so cute.
Ciao. But yeah, how was your week?
How was it to see him? It was okay to see him?
Oh, well, so him and I I won't say we grew up together, but we've always been in contact with each other over the years. And he had recently made me upset with some like shit that he was doing in the comments on one of my posts that had went viral. And I was like, nigga, why are you down in the comments not acting like you don't know me since I was in 7th grade? Like, what are we doing here? And I just, yeah. So when I saw him, I was like, huh?
I love a good see you in person when you've been down in the comments. I love that.
Yeah. But it's always love. It's always love.
Yeah.
My weekend was your
great.
weekend?
I had a great weekend. It was very busy. Well, it was kind of 50-50. On one end, well, let's talk about the sad stuff first. On one end, I had like multiple deaths in the family. At least 2 deaths, and then I had one cousin go to jail, and then I have an uncle who is like had a heart attack. So it's kind of like with family, personal stuff. I had
Jesus.
so many mixed emotions this week. I'm probably going to have to fly home to be with, to attend the funerals of two family members, and just very tragic. And I always have to grieve from a distance because I'm in California by myself. But that's one thing I've learned to kind of deal with throughout the years. But on the flip side, I had a great weekend business wise. I was out in the field with BTV this weekend, so shout out
I
to
saw
BTV.
you.
Shout out to BTV this weekend. We celebrated some new shows coming to the platform, and also I got busy this week with a new show that we're working on, The Getaway Season 2, The Getaway LA, which had some interesting cast members, and it was definitely a showdown. So it felt good to be back in the field, even though sometimes all this stuff is chaotic, this is kind of what we live to do.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
it felt so good to be in the field and to just have such a top tier working environment and just having just real professionals around you. And that felt good to be in a place of, EPing. And I can't wait to see what the final product looked like because the event overall was amazing. And we just tackled a lot of ground this weekend and even uncovered some ground for myself. So I have some announcements to release soon. So yeah, we're getting into some things. So shout out to BTV this week.
Yo, shout out to BTV this week. Of course, here you go with the hat. Oh my God, I love it. Yo, Q, I just forgot we had a whole moment last week on the phone. We're not gonna share it with the people, but I just remembered that when I was back
Mhm.
at home. Yeah,
I had to
yes,
think, we always have a moment. I remember now, we did have a moment last week.
yeah,
We always have our moments. We
yeah.
have so many.
We had tapped into the prophetic, baby.
Listen, when he comes in, we just let him flow. We
Oh,
go.
that was scary. It was
Mm-hmm.
scary for me.
Yeah. You know what? It made me so excited because I know I'm on the right path and I know I can hear God. So it's sometimes scary, but it's like, I can, taste and see. I can taste it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can smell it. It's so close, I can feel it. That's why I'm in such a light, good mood
A
today.
joy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was crazy. You hear people talk about the prophetic, you see it happen, but like when you're the person that is being done through,
Used is being used. Yeah.
yeah, it was crazy. We're not gonna go into what we were talking about, y'all, but basically there's a project Q was working on, and I thought he had already
Literally.
told me about it. Like I thought he had told me about it. I thought we had talked about it. I thought he showed me it. I thought I just knew. Even we've debunked it, but up until that point, I was like, no, we just talked about this the other day. But according to Q, we had never spoke about it. He never mentioned it, but I was saying verbatim what he
Mhm.
had written down and was doing like that.
Written
So
down, not only written down Q-tips and my Twixters, not only written down, child, I was actually on the other line. I'm gonna take these off in just a few minutes.
no, do
I
your
was
thing.
actually on the other line when Oliver had called FaceTime me, and I was like, "Oh, this is OT. Let me tap in real quick and say I'm gonna call you right back." But I was actually in the middle of a meeting, and we were just discussing the details of the project, literally verbatim, boom, 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 boom. So as I'm on the other line, and I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna call you right back." He just like, "Hey, before you go, did you tell me about a project?" And just started literally running down everything that we were just saying on the other line in the meeting. I had to literally just put them on hold and tell them I called him back so that we could kind of finish him giving me what God was giving him, even though I was already in it because I let him finish because I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. And so it was just so, I'm not going to use it was so, I'm going to say godly because I was going to say magical, but no. It was so godly just how what was happening and what he was saying literally verbatim was lining up to what was happening, and it was just really a God moment. And those are good. Oliver and I are friends where we're like very well-rounded friends, where one day it may be an argument, or one day we may be laughing, or one day we may be going to party at a booking, but one day we are church babies too. So one day, we always have our days. Me, him, and Lauren England too. We've had our days where we will literally sit around the house and talk about God. We'll start praying, crying, having a little mini testimony service about just our journeys of life. And we're gonna get into the housewives in a minute, but just letting you know just how well-rounded our friendship is. We've had many of these moments, but we haven't had one in a while. So to have one the other day felt really good.
Yeah, and that's why I do care about our friendship so much because of the multi layers there are
Mm-hmm.
to it. You know, we're not just industry friends. We're not just this. We're not just this. There's so many layers to it on how we've connected, and I just love you so much. I
I
must
love you more,
say,
brother.
it was a beautiful thing. It was
Yeah.
beautiful and scary. That's like my second vision I've had in a month's time. And that one was more vivid than the first one, where
Mm.
I saw something and vividly said it out. And who I was talking about came back and said, "Oh yeah, you're saying
Mm.
exactly what it is." Um,
Mm. Maybe you need to
it's
fast and tap into that gift a little bit more.
Yeah, and that's definitely where I arrived after that phone call with you. Like, okay, I
Mm.
need to,
Get quiet.
continue to
Mm-hmm.
center myself because I'm always in a place of
Mm.
trying to,
Be better,
be
right?
centered. Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
be a little bit more intentional. And I must say, Q, it arrived me to a place of reflection on a whole lot of stuff. A lot of stuff that had just happened in these last couple of weeks. All things that's happened within the last year, and like
Mm-hmm.
it made me like see things differently. You
Mm-hmm.
know, do you care if I expound on it? Is it
No,
okay?
go ahead. No, go
Okay,
ahead.
so
No.
like so like okay, so I'll so we going I'm gonna walk it back quickly so we can get to the housewives. The presentation is done, but I'm a here we go. So on my other live I did with Angela and Babs, I was about to let me pause that story. I'm gonna come back to that, but let me pause that. I had opened up my Instagram and I saw from my In the Mix with Twixt page that follows TTB that Dre Simber was arguing with a girl from Dallas about something. I didn't read into it too much. I can't remember the title. I can't remember the girl's
Mm-hmm.
name. I just saw the headline and my brain remembered. I think it was I knew this was a spinoff off
Mm-hmm.
of the live that happened because of what got posted over here. And I
Mm-hmm.
immediately got so remorseful because I was like,
Mm.
dang, like me doing this has echoed out and caused these types of things, right? And as much as I speak about my intentions being pure and me trying to come from a good place, it's like I came to a place where like Eddie, you also have to understand impact as well too, right? And a lot of times we get caught up in our own feelings where we feel justified and we want to be heard, and there's nothing wrong with that. And that's fine too, and that's valid in its own space. But what can also be valid is how you make other people feel and the consequences that your actions have, whether you intended it that way or not, right? And so it just caused me to like just go down this path of like some of my actions in the past that have has caused things now, right? So I thought about chasing, and I was like, you know what, and I don't even know if I've even said this before, but I'm gonna say it. You know what? While I still have to be honest with my intentions and say I never intended to bash the brand or like link up with enemies and stuff like that and nothing like that, I came to myself, I was like, you know what? I get it. I get why it looks that way. Like, I totally get it. I totally
Mm.
get it. And I totally get if I had content where I'm going live with Q every Monday and he over here on my channel and then I see him on his channel, I don't know, ripping apart the circle or something like that. I don't know. No, I can't be mad, but yeah, I may feel away. And yeah, it may cause me to be like, well, girl, if you feel this way, let me move to the side. I get it. I totally get it. I thought about the whole thing with Madison and just how I could have done better in that situation. I thought about a whole lot of stuff and just how I could have done it better. And it made me realize a whole lot more the energy behind people's reactions to me. Like and I get it. And honestly, it set me in a place of being apologetic and just wanting to do better. Wanting to do better about like what I say, what I do, being responsible for myself, making sure that I'm trying my very best to foresee any potential dangers and things like that. And a lot of times it does require you to sacrifice yourself. And I know for me, I feel like I've sacrificed so much, my true feelings, my true reactions, the truth, all of that to maintain the peace. And while I still will be honest, and forthcoming and not be lying, nothing like that. It's still, it's still a way I can go about doing things without kicking
Doing
up
things. Yeah.
kicking up dust all the time,
Yeah, and that's understood. I think
And
that comes from a
so,
place for growth.
yeah,
That's growth.
yeah. Because I was about to post some other stuff. I was about to post some other content, and I was like, wait, Eddie, before you post this, what
I
can be
was, I
said?
did, I had to
What
do
can be
that this week
said?
too. I
What
was
would be
gonna
the
make some
reaction?
TikToks. I was gonna make because my, how I've been trying to step up my TikTok games and real
Mm-hmm.
games and stuff. Same thing. Not to cut you off, but I literally had to redo the same thing. And I'm like, Q, this is gonna kick up more dust. This is
Yeah.
gonna do this. If you respond, this is gonna do this. And I have to agree with you. Even in this short amount of time, even though all this stuff is still fresh, yeah, this right here could be a damn video. you know, what I've learned through this is more growth. Growth for me, growth for our friendship, growth of things that we can and cannot do. And just all across the board. We can handle ourselves better and we want to do better.
Yeah.
We don't my goal, and I know our goal, I can say our goal is never to intentionally be causing issues or stirring up drama. I know for me, I got way more shit to be doing than sitting around arguing, especially tapping on a keyboard. However, one word you said earlier that I had to reflect on this week as well, and last week and the week before, was impact. And we have to understand the position that we sit in, the hot mics that we hold, and that we sit behind and that we speak into. And I think moving forward, we just got to use a little bit more wisdom. Not saying like, oh, we were being immature or anything like that. I think that with certain people, we know how to handle we have to learn how to handle
Yeah.
certain shit. And everybody don't key how we key, and that's okay.
Yeah.
and I also have to say everything ain't a key.
Everything is not a key.
So I
Yeah.
have to throw that in there too. Everything ain't a key, and we have to be valid of other people's feelings and opinions and
Yeah.
feelings and emotions and stuff. And I feel, and just what you said, sometimes we want to be heard as well. And I feel like that's just the end all be all of it. That's why the other week you heard me make the statement of I don't have anything else to say. Even after the video was posted, yeah, there's more feelings and emotions. I got something to say. There was a couple of people in the comments I wanted to respond to, but why? It's wisdom. I'm in a new season, new chapter. I'm fighting about old stuff, and I'm shut up because I don't want to turn into anything. I'm gonna let you, because I did cut you off, but I just wanted to agree with you that when you go through trauma and you go through turmoil, when you get on the other side, it's so much growth. And sometimes you just have to sit in it. You really have to sit in and reflect on your actions, on what you did, on your opinions, and et cetera, et cetera. So I just wanted to back you up. I'm right here with you, brother.
I appreciate that. And just to close it
for
out,
sure.
and I'm pretty sure on somebody's podcast that I'm scheduled to appear on coming up soon, I'll expound more on it. But, I think the big disconnect was at the time when I started curating certain content and it became about people I had worked with. I must be honest and say, while I wasn't in the place of like, oh, I'm finna get these hoes, because that's never my intention. Don't nobody get that much credit in my life. Like, I'm finna get this hoe. The only bitch I be like, I'm finna get this hoe is a roach in the corner or a pimple on my face. You know what I'm saying? Them the bitches I'm
And
gonna
that's
get.
why I got these on, so we don't get none of those type of things. Okay.
But I think certain people who I had worked with or came up under, because the personal relationship that nobody saw had deteriorated to a place to where I no longer felt like their platforms and channels were protecting my best interests when it came time for me to curate content. I can honestly say I wasn't thinking about nobody's best interest. Like, it never came up in my brain because I'm like, well, this is what it is, So like, why am I thinking about? Why should I be? Like it doesn't come up. But that's a whole nother thing for a whole nother day. Yeah, but I do want to apologize. Because I honestly don't want no beef for nobody. I would love if, even though if we don't work together, we can still be cool. We could still potentially work together. We can reconcile. That's my hope and prayer for a whole lot of shit. But
So are you apologizing like to the audience, or are you sending out an apology too? What are you doing? Well, I mean, I
oh,
guess clarify.
okay, yeah, let's clarify. Okay, so I would like to apologize to, I'm first apologize to God, for my missteps and my transgressions. He gets the first apology, okay? Yes. I would like to apologize to my viewing audience, to people who watch me, for the missteps I've done in my platform. Things that I'm like very, I want to say, I am remorseful. I won't say regret, but I am remorseful about. I apologize to Andario in Chasing Reality for my content in the past that did not necessarily showcase the brand in the best light. You know, while I was focused on being a journalist, I forgot about my partnership at the time. You know, I wasn't thinking about that. And so I do apologize. You know, I get it, Q. I get it. I get it. I get it. I totally get it. Um, Madison, I apologize, which these things I've done already. But I do apologize. I apologize, yeah. Because I thought about it, you know? That's
Let me
like
let
that
me give you a full screen.
that's
Go ahead,
like
boo.
that's like I'll do it. That's like me having worked with Facebook and then I go over there to TikTok and being ads where it be like, oh, fuck Facebook. The Facebook people be looking like, what the hell? You know? Now, granted, let's just say the Facebook people done did me wrong in the back, which they have not, but the people don't know that. Many lessons learned and in wanting to be responsible with the things I know that are coming. I find it necessary to atone for the missteps in the past as we walk better into our future.
Big of you, OT. Put some virtual hand claps down there. Clap it up. Anybody else on your list of apologies you want to get on today? While you feeling grateful and feeling remorseful? Anybody else on that list?
Who else I need to apologize to?
I don't know. Let me see who else you'd have had a public situation with. Let me not piss you off. Nah, that was really big of you. I like that. Really big of you.
Yeah, I'm trying to get into heaven. I'm trying to get all his blessings. So
yeah, I wish we all could have some conversations. Yeah, wish we all could have some conversations.
I really wish we could too.
Yeah, one day, eventually, if not, you know.
One day.
It's no beef, bad blood. It's just like, okay, y'all heard some of the things that I had to say, whether you agreed or not, and I've heard some things as well. Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Let's jump right into it. Okay, so the first scene this episode is Kelly meeting up with Shamia.
Bitches.
Two rich bitches, okay? Okay, two rich bitches kissing by the pool.
Two rich bitches kissing by the pool.
Now hold on, Q. Let me introduce the thing. Damn, girl, she be so excited. Girl, she done got plugged up. She plugged up. She got her ears working. Now she just want to speak. Now just hold on, Hat.
Come on, slow down, Hat.
Okay, so Shamia is meeting up with Kelly to recount the things that have happened. And of course, we get to them hosting this trip. I must say, I was here for all of this content. This segment, this scene was so enjoyable, mainly because of that small moment of Shamia trying to guess which country they were going to. I'm like, this is the housewife comedy that I love. What about you, Q? What was your reaction watching that scene?
It was a fun scene. I definitely loved seeing two rich bitches chilling by the pool in the middle of the day, seeing Kelly come down Shamia's like flight of stairs by the pool. It was 20 steps coming down that pool. So coming down to the pool. So I thought that, I'm like, Shamia's house, I want to see the full view of Shamia's house. I just love seeing them sitting out looking rich, clanking two big ass bottles, not even two glasses of champagne, two big ass bottles. So it's so Atlanta. So it's like Bougetto. It's like bougie, but it's a little hood at the same time. So I enjoy that. So yeah, them guessing on the map was pretty funny too. But I guess the biggest takeaway from that was them planning the girls trip. But I enjoyed that scene. It was two rich bitches laying out in the sun.
I am so okay with this new housewife look. Like, Kelly has integrated herself very well with not only the cast, but the show, and I think now the fan base. Per the comments I see about her on social media, and of course Shamia has been here and she came in with the wham bam thank you ma'am when the season opened up. I like this new housewife look. Like, I like it. And
it looks real rich.
It looks rich. It looks fresh. It looks real. Dare I say this is top 5 season of Housewife for me so far.
I mean, she would be in 5th place, but I'll give
Definitely. She's in 5th place. You ate
But
that.
I'll give you, you can put her up there.
Yes, she's definitely in 5th place.
This is one of those things like one of those people or one of those groups that comes and elevates the brand. But I feel like it was elevated all the way around, from production to the girls to the richness. Like everything had to be elevated for the new season. I think that's what we're enjoying. Even like I'm enjoying all the little special edits throughout the show as well. Like I kept hearing a fucking iPhone chirping throughout this episode, and I thought my phone was ringing. I love the little naked bear that they had on the screen for Brit Eady's little bear naked party. We're gonna get into that in a minute. But I love all the special little edits that they've been throwing in. I thought it was cute.
Yeah. They look freaking amazing. I really like not only the show, but the edits they are doing. Somebody said top 5 is dragging it a bit. The reason why I say this is a top 5 season of Housewives for me is because,
look.
It's a new look. I'm not bored. None of us are bored watching the show because we're all talking about it. We're all back talking about it. I feel like the show has arrived back to the essence of Real Housewives. I like that. The drama has been really great. The fights have been really great.
Not really great is a little. That's extreme.
Okay, they've been okay.
But
I feel like the pacing of this season has been really great. Like the pacing of it has been really good. Like I feel like there's never been like dead air other than when Brit Eady's on screen. But other than that, like there's never been dead air. Like every scene, I'm either laughing or I'm crying or or somebody fighting or something like that. The fabulosity is there. You know, we keep getting new reveals. Kenya was there. Now she gone.
Not Phaedra here.
You know, we keep getting gifts along the way. Like I feel like I'm engaged and it has my attention.
Yeah. Better than the other seasons have, because I did not watch LaToya's season. I didn't watch Eva's season. That's why I'm backtracking now, going back to catch up, because none of those seasons really, I don't know what I was doing during that time. I just don't remember them full
Something
out.
better.
Something better, right. So that was a cute scene. That was a really cute scene to start the show off.
Yeah, I thought so too. The next scene that we have is Porsha going to look for a home.
Can we talk about how fine Mama Diane is?
Mama Diane is fine now. Now she is that now.
Duh, Mama Diane look like one of the sisters.
Mama Diane looks really good.
Body snatch, face snatch, hair is laid. Jesus.
Now who jumping her monkey bread?
I don't know who around there got Mama Diane monkey bread all warmed up and moist. I wonder what Shamia mama is probably the same man that's around there with Shamia. I wonder what made him fall out. It's probably over a man. Need to go around there and find Shamia mammy and find out who Miss Diane Hudson on, or was it the same man? That's why y'all fell out. We want to know. Because Miss Diane is a baddie.
Ooh, Lord.
And if she anything like Porsha, she might take your man. So I'm pretty sure it has something to do with a man with Shamia mama, Miss Diane falling out.
I need you to keep this mic plugged in because you was on it today, baby.
You is so silly. This is a good episode.
Oh Lord, who thinks of stuff like that? Child, us.
These two minds right here, baby. We be in left field so quick.
Okay, like, somewhere in the ditch looking.
This was a really stacked episode. So I think I texted you yesterday and said it was boring. So I had to rewatch it this morning. It was a stacked episode. It was stacked. So Mama Diane and Porsha. Now, I was on Twitter this morning and I read a comment that tickled me and I had to bring it to y'all. Somebody said, why didn't she just buy a house from Angela? Because that's more in her budget.
Okay.
That thing made me giggle so bad this morning. I had to bring that to y'all. So let's talk about Porsha in this house shopping.
I mean, while, you know, it's 12 episodes in, we still haven't seen Porsha's home or where she laying her head. But I enjoyed the fabulosity of it all. I mean, as a viewer, I felt like Porsha can afford this home. Like, that's what I thought. I was like, Porsha can afford this, you know.
Mm-hmm.
This makes sense for her to be trying to find a new home. It makes sense for her to be trying, you know, to start this new path in life. She looked great. Her mom looked great. The house was beautiful. It felt realistic. I was okay for the grandeur of it all. I was okay.
Yes.
I enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
same. Great scene. I don't have anything to add or take away. It was a great scene. Porsha looked good. I feel like she can afford whatever house she damn wants. So go get what you want, Porsha. I feel like Porsha always try to go for the biggest thing she see, but hey, do your big one.
And that's Porsha's problem. She always want to go for the big thing she see.
I think she needs to scale down a little bit. That house is humongous. It's her and PJ. And maybe Dennis come around there with a couple of grills.
Okay, and buns.
Mm-hmm. Ready to grill up and make his hot dog warm.
Okay, did you see Drew and Ralph in the kitchen putting fingers in mouth, making meals and stuff, laughing?
Mm-hmm. Did you see Porsha and Dennis doing the same thing on her YouTube channel?
Recently?
Recently, Porsha released something, I think this morning, as far as so Portia's trying to get on her YouTube game. And so she released something where her and Dennis is in there, they playing, and they was playing a hand game or something. And Porsha was talking about how he recently went on a date and the girl looked just like her. So Dennis is active on Portia's YouTube as well. But yes, I did see Drew and Ralph feeding each other meats in the kitchen. I thought he's not supposed to be upstairs unless she gone from the house.
I'm like, this a violation? Now we don't want no shit.
Now this is a violation, and both of y'all dumbasses put it on social media.
Just silly.
Just silly. And who is holding the phone? Because bitch, you the bitch that we need to get. Somebody say, hey to Cheryl. No, girl, put that phone down.
Okay, tell Cheryl we'll call her back. Girl, we got
that's
court
all
papers.
over social media.
Okay.
All over social media.
And now the judge calling us in his chambers, rewriting stuff. She said, well, since y'all can get along.
Ooh, do you think that's how it works? I mean, I'm pretty sure they could use this for evidence. I mean, I don't know.
Yes. I mean, people not crazy. It's not like the judges and the people and the lawyers don't got no phones. They got phones. They see this shit.
Well, maybe maybe they get holidays to spend together with the kids.
Oh, yeah.
They can be in the same proximity for holidays. Maybe like Memorial Day, 4th of July, Christmas, Thanksgiving, the main stuff.
We got to check the fine print on that.
Child, the seal is up. Let's Google it.
Yo, on to the next scene, which actually touched my heart. Shamia at V103. And it touched my heart because when I used to do content with Miss Pat, back in 2022 up until 23, I toured with Miss Pat for a whole year doing social media content for her comedy tours that she was doing, and then she would bring me along with her on like special occasions for things that she found it important. And I would go up to V103 many mornings and be right in this room, right across from Big Tigger, right across from Shamia, helping them get their YouTube and Instagram content together. So seeing her back in this arena brought back so many memories where me and Shamia would be walking to the break room and I'd be like, girl, listen, XYZ, XYZ. And she'd be like, girl, listen, XYZ, XYZ. Yeah. It's so cool. I feel so Atlanta now, Q. Do you feel that way when you be watching these shows? Like, I feel so Atlanta.
I do. I have a similar story. I didn't want to be that friend that adds on every time you have a story, but I walked in V103 halls many a time. You know, I used to work in radio. And so for me, seeing Big Tigger and also seeing Jazzy McBee on the mic, Jazzy McBee is, if you know anything about Atlanta radio, she is, you know, known everywhere. She's always at events. And as a host, I've always used to look up to Tig. And so when I first got the opportunity to meet him at the V103 station, I was just very elated. And I used to do a lot of intern work in those same hallways, was in that exact studio where they were. I've been in that room a plethora of times. I've even been there 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning because I used to do some intern and work when I was doing Q in the streets in Atlanta. So yes, it made me feel very Atlanta. It made me like, oh, there go Jazzy McBee. Yeah, and there go Tig. But, you know, I'm closer to Jazzy because, you know, she was like on that come up. Even though she was hot, she was somebody I looked up to. So it always makes me feel like Atlanta. I've seen a few people at a different, you know, every time they do like the group scenes, I always see somebody in the background and stuff like that. I'm like, I know that person, I know that person. Yeah. So yeah, it does.
Yeah. Saw a lot of people in the background this episode. Shout out to Tigger. I love Big
Yeah.
Tig. Big Tig is such a cool guy. Like, of course, I worked with him when I was at V103. So
Mm-hmm.
cool. Tig is so cool.
He's been in the game for like ever.
Yes,
Still
yes.
working.
Yes. And when I was up there, it just felt so like surreal being next to this person who to me is a part of the collective of voices for our community.
So I used
Tigger,
to.
MC
Mm-hmm.
Light,
Mm-hmm.
who else I
That's what I
would
was getting
throw
ready
in
to
there?
say. I was
Morgan
I was
Freeman.
I was up there under Willie Moore Jr. The Willie
Mm-hmm.
Moore Jr. show, like the gospel show.
Mm-hmm.
I was up there under Willie Moore Jr. a lot in the V103 because they share the same space. And it's the same. That's the same
Gotcha.
hallway as the Ricky Smiley. All of it's in that same space. So yeah, that was a good scene. Definitely made me feel very Atlanta. I missed the ATL. I miss it.
Um.
Next scene.
Well, let's talk about Shamia a little bit. We done forgot about our best friend.
And her
Shamia was throwing
song. I was about to say
a
she
lot of shade.
throwing some shots up there at that radio station.
She grabbed Drew by the ponytail very early on this episode and did not let her go until the credits rolled. And the Watch What Happens Live commercial spun on.
Mm-hmm.
She was dragging Drew from the top to the bottom. I said, "Oh my gosh, Shamia, let her go. Let her go."
I'm actually enjoying this Shamia and Drew back and forth. I didn't really catch on. Of course, I've been catching on to them. I didn't really catch on and like it until I saw them at the Bare and Naked party. And I was like, I kind of like this Shamia and Drew back and forth. This is good because they have some good little swings at each other. But yeah, Shamia definitely was grabbing her by her roots at that radio station. She took some shots to her on the radio. So baby, that's big. So Drew gonna have a lot to say to her at that reunion, baby.
On the radio.
Shout out to Drew this episode.
Okay.
I don't never
Let me
give
tell
Drew
you something.
too much.
Let me tell y'all something. Hold on. I'm gonna save it once we get to Drew, because baby, I gotta sing a new song about Drew. I think I do. I need to sing a new song about Drew.
Got a new tune in our spirit.
Got a new tune like Shamia pulling that song out her titties, singing about Drew. Shamia knows she gonna sing on the show. I know that's right, bitch.
Baby. Do it. If you gonna know me for anything, I was on there singing. What was her little titty song? Drew ain't got no titties.
You never had titties like
this.
Oh yeah.
Every confessional.
But you know what? Bitch, the other day when I was getting my my hair braided, I caught myself saying, I never had. You can... What?
I don't know, whatever. I don't know Drew little song. I'm in Shamia. I've heard it.
Now, see, now look at you adding to the bullshit. Now, this is what her and Porsha got to arguing about at the table.
I think I heard that ain't Shamia's voice. That's Drew's voice.
Q, if you would have did that to me, I would have jumped across that table on your ass in front of everybody and been like, you bald head bitch.
Well, you and Lauren always send me y'all music early, so I always know y'all shit. I be knowing the lyrics before y'all even put the shit out.
Okay. Listen.
I love Throw It in a Circle. Throw It in a Circle. That's my shit. You
like it?
I love that one. You got a few bangers that I enjoy.
Throw It in a Circle flew under the radar.
It did.
Yeah.
It did. You need to bring that out for some prize.
I feel like I need to. And it really was Glow Up fault because I put them out at the same time because I was like, I'm gonna give a rap record and then I'm gonna give a pop record, and the pop record just squashed my little rap record.
Yeah, you shouldn't do them at the same time. You know what else I enjoy of yours? What? It's on my sex playlist. Touch me, hurt me, let me blow your mind with you, Carrie D and Lyndon James. Shout out to Carrie D and Lyndon.
Shout out to Carrie D.
That is a sexy song. I enjoy. Is that your song or is that their song?
That's their song that I jumped on.
That's their song that you featured. I enjoy that with you on it. I enjoy your verse. Yes.
Girl, let me tell you, those are during the days when Miss Oliver was first making her money being Miss Oliver. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand a girl, bitch. I was once working a job. Now I'm out here getting booked just to show up and say, hey, this is mind blowing to me. And girl, I was feeling, I'm feeling myself. The boys they in my DM, the men's is at me. And I used to, Jesus.
Yeah, go and give us your business. Go ahead.
Okay, so no, I used to date this model. Mm-hmm. He's a plus size model.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all done seen him. Y'all done seen him. But we used to date. He lived in the UK, but when he would come work in the US and stay in the US, I would be his
Where we seen
stateside.
where we seen him at? What type of ads was he on?
Oh baby, he been in a lot of ads.
Just give
Y'all
us
done
one.
seen him.
Just give us one or two that
No,
we may be familiar
no,
with.
no, I'm not doing that because no.
It's gonna hit dead. It's gonna hit. It's gonna hit.
Yeah, because it's not a lot
around
of
here.
only reason because it's not a lot of like plus size male models of color from a certain
Because
place.
it's only about 4 or 5 coming to my
That's what I'm
feed.
saying. Yeah. Anyways, baby, so and he was cashy. You know what I'm saying? He was cashy. And he was very nice to me. But I had a show for Pride, and so I had to like fly in, and then I had to go meet up with Madison. And so, anyways, when I wrote the verse, it was like I'll be like, "Boy, what you doing? Right that flight I flew in. I'm leaving right after my show, so give me that net, nigga, get the chewing, and then the rest I just added on. Yeah. But that's where that opening line come from, and I miss him. He was so sweet to me.
Anyways, I enjoyed that song.
I'll listen to it on the iPod.
You got a couple of bangers I enjoy.
Thank you. Next, baby, y'all know my favorite girl, Miss Angela Oakley, up there looking like a baddie.
So you just gonna skip over Brit Eady and her man at the spa?
I'm so sick of Brit Eady. We gonna wrap Brit Eady up in one situation. Let me tell you something.
Because the scene wasn't even nothing to talk about anyway, and that was just an invite anyway.
I'm sorry to that lady ahead of time right now. I'm just saying that
drag
right now.
her for this event.
When I tell you, I am river dance on her skull.
Mm-hmm. We might take a break before we go to her.
My girl Angela Oakley is around here doing rich woman things, you know what I'm saying? She's around here doing rich woman things, out here at her investment properties over there in Cascade with her man trying to figure it out. Angela,
why you got this still shot of her like this?
Because she's in distress. That's what this scene is about. Her being
all I can see is her. No, when you do shots of her, the camera got to be tilted down so we can look down at her, not up.
Well, what about this?
I'm not gonna give Charles too much this episode.
Okay.
I'm not gonna give Charles too much this episode. Now he did say one little slick ass thing to her in the kitchen, but that's just how they banter at this point, and she loves it.
She loves it.
I can't give Charles
my crazy ass will love it too.
I can't. I'm too mouthy. He'll be ready to choke me up and hang me up on the damn wall somewhere.
But you know why? Because when she apologized to him. And he like embraced her. I was like,
but he said go hug your mama.
But he was joking.
But that's what I'm like, he embracing you, but I still gonna give you a little bit of shit.
I feel like that's his love language. There's something has happened to Charles. Something has happened to Charles. Charles has experienced something, or just maybe that old school toxic heteronormative black man mindset where they can't express affection directly as I love you. It has to be expressed by way of slap on the butt or a joke or an insult or a side comment, which really means I love you. But because I feel uncomfortable feeling this for whatever reason, I have to do it this way. So I get it.
Charles too much episode. I'm not this episode. I'm not going to give him too much because I thought he was going to pull the fucking curtain at that or the dinner cloth table cloth at that damn event scene when they started questioning him. We're gonna get into that, but I was like, you know what, Charles, I can't give you nothing this episode because I just knew he was gonna just let it rip. But go ahead, let's finish this Brit Eady scene at him in the house. 7 investment properties.
They got it going on around there, and Angela is, again, such a perfect addition to this cast because we did not know who she was. She was and still is married to a very famous guy, which gives her credibility. But Angela, between her attitude and what I see from her in these scenes, how she talks about her business and what she has, she gives me, she's so independent and she's so smart and she's so, like, resourceful. And if Charles left her today, she would be okay. Like, that's what I get from Angela. That's why I fucks with Angela. And that's why I feel like Angela's always whispering when she's talking. She's like, what the fuck I need to speak up for? I don't need to be yelling. I'm fine.
I don't know, being $2 million in debt, that's some rich people shit. Cause I'm
That's
over
rich
here
people
like,
shit.
woo! That's some rich people shit. Cause I'm over here like, what? Yeah, I'd be over there straightening the house up my damn self. You think I'd be waiting on the cleaning people to come around there? I'd have snatched that curtain down right then and picked the broom up. Be like, it's too much money on the floor around here. Is y'all crazy? But that's some rich people shit. One thing I did enjoy about that scene, I'm glad to know that Angela kind of took some of the heat off of Charles concerning the beef that he had with her mom. I'm glad they cleared that up because I guess her mom and her husband haven't talked in about 3 years.
Yeah, I love that she did that. And I also want to take the time to say rest in peace to her mother. Since, of course, filming, she has passed. Angela posted and said it was suddenly. I feel like I remember seeing her say that. So shout out to her mother. I don't remember her name. I believe it was Margaret. Please forgive me if I'm getting it incorrectly, but definitely shout out to their family and much love to her mother and the memory. And it was kind of cool to see Angie and Charles talk about it, and it wasn't contentious or left unresolved. They found themselves in a nice place, and I thought that was very fitting. I like that.
Yeah.
Child, here we go.
This is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen on this show.
How should we even start this?
I don't even know what.
Let's read some of the comments first, because I'm trying to think how I'm just gonna get into this, and I think I just may just break the seal. Let's get into some of these comments. Brooklyn says, I love me, Angela, not because that was my mom name. She just feels so real on and off camera. I so agree. Angela is so beautiful. Yes, she is.
I cannot wait to see Angela digging that Faye. We got to get into that. Angela is going to dig in Creonta. Okay?
I want to see that Angela and Creonta face off, baby. Because Angela, to me, ain't lost one. That one with Shamia in the beginning, she kind of lost that one just a little bit.
And Faye coming in lukewarm. We're going to get into it.
I don't know about that. We're going to talk about Faye. I don't know if she coming in lukewarm, baby. Because that little scene right there gave me everything I needed.
Child. These little rehearsed reads Faye came in with.
It's okay. She read them. She read them out. She got them when she didn't stutter. Brooklyn says, I feel like why everyone is pressed now knowing Charles was married. 1, it's public record. And 2, I don't want everyone in my business no way. So keep your marriage to yourself. Yeah. The fuck? Okay, y'all.
You should have started outside with no decoration out there. No decor when these people pull up. Let's start there. Let's start getting out of our damn trucks at this neighborhood that we don't think is yours. You think she said that, oh? Because according to Keely,
and the friend gonna tell it.
Because they beefing now. So know she really throwing it on the table.
I really had high hopes for Brit Eady coming into this season when I saw her likeness and the imagery hinting at this upcoming season of Housewives of Atlanta. I was excited.
I'm laughing because I see her down there with some food on her plate.
And everybody else's stomach is stuck to their spines. Because you trying to save your motherfucking job with this senseless scene. Brit Eady officially has dethroned Kim Fields, in my opinion, as the worst casting decision ever made in the history of Housewives of Atlanta. What I saw in this episode was a floundering fan trying to figure it out.
Pure foolishness.
To the max. It was pure foolishness to the fucking max. I was so embarrassed for her. It made great commentary because Shamia was eating her to pieces. Shamia and her little cut and her little.
And her titties out. Sheesh.
Because one thing Shamia do is Shamia gonna cut some hair, baby. It's gonna be cut and flipped and curled, and she gonna cut some hair, baby. It's gonna be origami up in that thing. Brit Eady needs to be crucified on the hills of reality TV because this was horrible. It reeked of try hard. It reeked of putting on. It reeked of I have no storyline. I have no substance. I have nothing going on. So let me just try to figure out something because producers are probably bothering me about trying to get a group scene. And now I'm just going to put something together. And here we are now. First of all, bitch, I don't even have entry or residency at a country club. And I know you're not supposed to be walking on them people nice grass with them type of fucking shoes.
Shoes on.
You ignorant bitch. Out here trying to stump for these people, tearing up these people foliage.
And put holes in the grass.
Holes in the ground.
You see, they was out there for like 10 minutes. That's why I feel like they cut that scene short. They weren't supposed to have their asses out there.
The balls probably
It feel like she snuck on the property and used
the balls
club.
Right, losing these
Use
people
the
equipment. You know she ain't running after no balls in them shoes. White balls just all down in the ditch.
Then you don't even have all the guests down there. Porsha was waiting at the top while y'all down there playing golf. Who was gonna bring her down there?
What do y'all have on? It's hot when you golf.
Talk about the attire on the motherfucking golf course.
It's hot as fuck on a golf course, bitch.
Seeing them girls out there in feather, I didn't know if it was funny. Cause like this is Philly. Like y'all are out here with fur and feathers on. Shamia's shoes, Kelly's hat, Brit's whole outfit, like out here on the golf course was, when I was watching, I didn't know if I wanted to laugh or I was just looking like, this is so stupid. Like,
fucking stupid. Heels getting stuck in hole in one.
Y'all can barely drive these golf carts.
Crashing them. Insurance policies for to go in effect. Now people got to do paperwork because you over here not only not knowing what you're doing, but fucking it up at the same time.
And you ain't even supposed to be over here.
And your ass probably ain't even supposed to be over here.
Having an event, inviting all of Atlanta.
Making all this noise. Now Miss Shirley got to call the president and get her involved.
HOA president on their way. Can't even get your ass a fine because you ain't supposed to be over there. They trying to figure out how you got in the clubhouse.
What they said in Mean Girls, she doesn't even go here.
Rented this under a Crystal Smith or a Joe Blow.
Every time her and her husband are on scene, it's just like, what is this? There's no storyline. I thought with the inclusion of the sisters hollering 2 episodes ago, I was like, okay, well, at least that's some craziness we can follow. Let's find out why she hollering.
We ain't got back around to that yet either.
Okay, shit. Can we get the Prophet back in here? Maybe she can talk to the daddy. We can find out some shit.
Now let's get into
what happened to this baby. What happened to the mama moving in? Why? Shit. Go to therapy and tell us how broken up you are. Now that everybody know you a whore with the wrinkles around your mouth, like Angela said. Show me something, Brit Eady. But this what she gave us was just horrible. And honestly, I thank her for being on this season because one, we got the whole King debacle and the drama and all the other stuff, and it caused people to activate, i.e. Angela. But honestly, she would have been better off never being on the show. I know girls like Brit Eady that come to Atlanta that try to work their way up. They start off as video girls or models or stuff like that. They want to be a housewife because they done seen these girls on social media. Then they fuck around and they start them a tax service or an insurance service. Okay, girl, do
and
your
they start skin, and you already know what's after that.
Okay, they got workshops and boss babes and
Bye, Oliver. Get me off this screen. Bye.
And all the other stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? I get it. Mm-hmm. But girl, you can't fake it until you make it only work until it don't. And this was a prime example of it not working. And
Now
those
let's cut.
girls clowned her.
But the girls didn't even have to clown her. That's why I was trying to slide to production was clowning her. Let's slide to her talking to the people off camera behind this little curtain over here. When it was like, when the girl said, they around there pulling out chairs and they not supposed to. So, bitch, you ain't even booked this whole building out and all the stuff that come with the building. You didn't even get the big package. You got the small package. You ain't even supposed to be using all these chairs and tables. And I want to know who is the party planner for her to say the rest of the guests were supposed to be standing up while we were supposed to be the only ones sitting down and everybody was going to be standing up. A cocktail hours where everybody's standing up. How are y'all going to film a scene with all these people walking around the table or walking around y'all? I was interested to see how that was going to work. Who thought of that?
The rollout of the business was atrocious.
Woo, let's get into it, baby. First of all, the name. Before we get into the box, let's get into the name. What the hell is bare and naked? And what they got to do with a stretchy suit? Or a little one piece? What's the little things called? Little garment. Little undergarment. What's it called?
Them little fajas and things.
Yeah, the little, I don't know, little waist trainers and all that.
Yeah.
I don't know. But it's the one
IG hoe
piece.
clothes. IG hoe clothes.
Yeah, all that. Bare and naked. That's ugly.
That's how
And
it was in them boxes. Bare and naked.
No, the baby, where that little tissue paper at? Baby had no little tissue paper go down in them boxes or nothing. How do you give somebody a gift in just a damn box? You didn't look at this and say, "Oh, this don't look of class. This don't look cheap." That I don't even give people stuff in just a box like that. I mean, I don't think no smart person does. You couldn't have your assistant go get two little $2 things of tissue from the store.
Bread.
You know, yeah, it wasn't good. It should have been when these girls get invites, they send horses and carriages to girls' homes. And they send people dressed up as somebody. When they give out, hey.
That's them little dogs.
Yes, baby. He around here going to town biting on this toy.
I hear.
Anyway, hey. Not that toy right now. Can we play with another toy? Gracias. So these girls are sending these just elaborate invites. And so how dare you just come on the camera with just a box and just put the gift in there? It ain't even have, just elaborate, beautiful name written or anything. I don't know. I just see these girls just do so much. When you think about the Lisa Vanderpumps and, Lisa Vanderpump, she'll send 2 pounds of real roses to your house. Or when you think about the Married and Medicine girls, when Quad had just sent, the girls was dressed up as a princess, whatever that shit Quad had going on. It's always something big. So to see her just give that little plain ass box across the table like that to everybody, and then she gives some girls the wrong size. You didn't ask the girls their sizes or nothing. She gave Angela extra large, and she felt offended. Feel like that was a shot, bitch.
And Angela ate her ass up and said, "Bitch, them from them big ass teeth you got in your motherfucking mouth."
Oh, wasn't that a nasty read in that? when they switched over to that confession, I said, "Woo wee."
Okay. Oh, this reunion is going to be a bloodbath.
Mm-hmm.
Those girls are going to be in there whamming on each other. You hear me? Brit Eady. I was rooting for Brit Eady. I really was. I was rooting for Brit Eady. I was rooting for her when I heard that she was going to be on the show. I was familiar with her from social media, and I always thought she was so beautiful. She still is so beautiful, and I'm pretty sure she has like a wonderful, beautiful life, but it's so unfortunate that we as the viewers are not getting into any of that.
Let me say who ate when they arrived to the event.
Ooh, girl. Sorry.
That good old Drew.
Just a little dry skin. Sorry, y'all.
When Drew arrived to the event and said,
hold on, I'm so sorry. Brit Eady needs to be a one and done, and I'm done. There we go. I need her out of the garden.
Still ain't even finished with that scene. We still gotta work it down through there a little bit more. We still ain't talking about having no food on the table. But Drew arriving to the event and saying we still have to support our homegirls even though we don't know what they do. Woo! I don't know why that tickled me real good. I said, "Oh, Drew is on this episode. Drew is swinging with the girls left and right, and showing you girls I can keep up. I enjoyed the banter of her and Shamia at the table.
Drew has grown on me as a housewife.
She had a good episode this episode. That's all I'm got for Drew right now.
But let's stack Drew up to Porsha right now in terms of this season.
Killing her.
Drew is crushing Porsha.
Killing her.
Okay? Both are going through divorces. We can see Drew's divorce. Raph is still there, as chaotic as it is, but we can see her chaos. Context.
She just signed a contract deal this episode. So
this
she's
episode,
still working.
we see her working. And
with
of course,
Porsha's man.
And it's tied into that.
And he's still
so now now Drew is really giving y'all something to come on to the call sheet about.
Something to come back for next season to send PJ to school.
And she's saying shit like that. And she giving Shamia a reason to get all ruffled. Drew was killing the girls this season when it comes to MVPs. Her, Angela.
No.
I mean, Kelly's doing a good job. She's doing a good job.
It's funny. Let me show you who almost got their MVP card snatched this episode or during that scene. Miss Cynthia Bailey, we're going to call you to the carpet.
I don't got no picture up here for Cynthia. I didn't even think we was going to talk about Cynthia.
Because, baby, the way she was the last one in, the first one out, ass.
Sensei, I don't get paid for this shit, bitch. I got to go.
I'm about to say, Sensei, y'all just need me to come and show up, right? I'm still going to get paid? Okay, I'll be on my way. Baby came and sat down, got a little plate, and was gone. Not sent.
It's starting to make sense, the comment Cynthia made preseason when she said something to the effect of Phaedra came and added to the energy. She upped it because you can kind of hear those feelings. I felt like in this scene where Cynthia was like, okay, we getting dressed up and we're not doing nothing. Like nothing is happening, you know? And for me, as a person who's done TV, I felt like that was language for, okay, girl, we doing another group scene. We dressing up, we doing this, and we still arguing. We not getting nowhere. Like we need to get to the next thing. We need to get to the next point. It's making sense.
Mm-hmm. I don't really have anything else for that. Oh, I want to get on Charles real quick. I want to say that again. In that scene when Angela brought that up about well, thank you, Charles, for coming. And just let everybody know he ain't got no side babies. And everybody's like clutching their pearls. I thought that was so brilliant of Angela because it just makes the scene go on and she's just so silly and crazy. And let's just go ahead and pop it off. Let's just go ahead and pop it off quick. We're not going to waste no time. We're not going to do the fake pleasantries. Let's go ahead and get into the topic of what y'all want to talk about while my man is here. But I have to give him a couple of points for this episode because I literally thought he was about to lose his shit. Because he gives me quick tempered. But maybe he's not as quick tempered with other women and stuff like that, which I commend him for. I appreciate. But yeah, I have to give him a couple of points in this episode because I just knew he was about to read any bitch that had said his name this whole season. I thought he was about to come for Porsha. And I thought he was about to clear up Brit when he said some stuff not funny. When he said that, I was like, okay, let's see where this goes. But he didn't say anything else. I said, okay. I have to give him a point because I don't know if I could have sat there. I probably would have definitely addressed the elephant on the table because, you know, Peter would have put it on the table. Like, I'm not sleeping with no whores and I don't have any of this. And I want to address what you said last week, Porsha, about my marriage and da-da-da-da-da. I want to know what he gonna have to say to Phaedra about this hidden wife. But that's the next scene. I was just giving Charles his little 1-2s while I could.
I know Angela got it in the car after that scene. I know she did because just from what we've seen of Charles and how vocal he is, the fact that he was so restrained at that table, I know when he got in the car, he said, "Now, girl,
you ever take me around your lame ass friends?
Right,
your lame ass friends."
No, they was bitches in the car. He called them bitches. I know he called them bitches.
Oh, for sure. Oh yeah. It was only lame on camera. There was definitely some bitches in the car.
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
I was proud of my Uncle Charles.
Some broke bitches at that.
Broke bitches.
The people ain't even have enough food
with no
for
man.
everybody.
Broke bitches with no man.
Oh, well, her man was there. Well, yeah, half of them ain't got no man, but Brit's man was there.
Charles probably
He
said,
was
"Don't
looking.
bring me around this no more, man."
And you know how the men usually like link up and talk? Maybe I think they did in a couple of episodes ago, but I didn't really see
In the
the men
beginning.
like link. Yeah, they didn't really like link up and have a moment in this episode because
Well,
I feel like Brit's husband was there. He be so up under her ass and beside her when he filmed. He was getting on my nerves that
he need to be somewhere.
He was getting on my nerves that little flappy hat at the table. I needed his attire to be my wife is throwing him in. And
I
it
need
was
y'all to
giving.
leave Brit Eady's husband alone, okay?
I wish you could slide over to that hat a little bit though.
No, I didn't even include her because I want y'all to leave her alone. Him alone, excuse me.
That was a silly scene. Yeah. She has dethroned Kim Fields for the worst scene. I could not believe she had people still setting up when those girls arrived.
I mean, that's fine too because things happen. You know, the chaos of it happens. I think
Too much happened at that event.
Even with things happening, that could have been fine because shit happens.
Mm-hmm.
She herself was not in control of the moment, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because even if stuff was happening, if someone who truly, I won't say if you truly lived there, but like if she was in control of the moment, was confident in the moment, was sure of the moment, she still could have navigated that ship successfully, you know? Because,
Only comes from a pro.
And she's not.
She's definitely giving newbie next to a bunch of, not even just newbies. The other girls are seasoned more than she.
Not even newbie. It's given fraud.
Not fraud.
You know, like it's really giving fraud. Like this life that you're trying to portray, this is not you. And I feel bad for her. Like I'm not trying to be mean. Because I'm pretty sure she's a great woman. And I think she's so beautiful. Oh my God, Brit Eady's fucking gorgeous. But just her in relation to Housewives, I'm over it. Like I'm ready for it to be deleted. Like I'm ready for her to get red. Okay, let's have a reunion. Girl, get pretty because we know she's gonna look good. Go ahead and get red. And just we'll sing over there with the Claudias and the Kim Fields and the Deshaun Snows. You know, one and done.
They don't let her and Kenya have a read off. Bravo they're gonna be done drop the ball so bad with that.
If Kenya comes to that reunion, bitch.
Ooh. That would be a good secret if they've been holding it and just give it to us during the trailer. Oh, they're gonna keep that up. But if Kenya comes to that reunion, she is going to tear into some girls. And you know her and Cynthia, they had a little rocky situation since that. So she gonna give it to them. I hope they invite her. God knows I hope they do.
It's some people on reality TV I just like to see fired up. And that Kenya Moore, when she is in the right, when she's right. Now, when she ain't in the right, it'd be like, Kenya, just shut the fuck up. When Kenya Moore be in the right, I love to see my fellow Aquarius sister walk it down, baby, because she walks it down. Back to the scene. Let's make sure I'm not missing out anything. Baby, I absolutely loved when Angela brought up Charles at that table. I thought that was genius. I thought that was perfect. I thought that was everything. I was like, yes, ma'am. Work the scene. Do your ones.
With a smile on. Look at her.
With a freaking smile on her face, keeping her crown intact. I was like, that's amazing. So Charles doesn't have any side children.
Nor any horse.
Nor any horse.
Yeah.
And I know Porsha was down there sipping on that glass. Tight. Hoping Angela ain't bring that shit around there to her. Now, bitch, what you say about my man on the pool?
I just knew Charles was going to. I just knew he was going to swing that thing right on down there to Porsha. But he didn't. Good for him. I'm glad he did it.
I didn't quite understand Shamia's anger in the scene with Drew. Now, I got where it was coming from. Yes. I did not understand why Shamia was amplified to that level, to the place of not wanting to have a conversation with Drew. It felt very disproportionate, and considering the comedic momentum I felt like Shamia was having the entire episode, seeing how she handled that argument with Drew at the table kind of slowed it down for me a little bit. I didn't feel like that argument showed her in the best light. I didn't walk away
Mm,
disgusted. I just didn't walk
mm.
away thinking like, ooh, Shamia ate that. It was more so like, ooh, maybe Shamia could have just done that differently. What you think?
Now there was one little piece of thing that Shamia had did, and I have to give it to her. They say I know how the kids say you ate that one little thing. When Shamia called Drew Nokia, y'all could have cut my TV off because bitch, that was funny. Now I do think Drew put 10 on 2 in the argument. I feel like why are y'all arguing right now? Like y'all could have a conversation. So I think I kind of do feel like you, and especially with people already not eating and focus on the event, all the attention, the eyes are gonna be on y'all, and
Okay,
y'all decide
breath
to start
hot.
fussing. Y'all decide to start fussing, and everybody is sitting there watching y'all. So I think Shamia kind of put 10 on 2 because there was an audience there. She had to like not be punked, but it also came off a little like, okay, good ladies, when y'all gonna wrap this up? She called you a lap dog. You know you're not no damn lap dog. Where do y'all go from here? Porsha's here. Like everybody's here to clear this up so y'all can move forward, and they did it.
Now, I didn't think Shamia was wrong nor messy, nor did she embellish when she went back and told Porsha what Drew had said. I didn't think Shamia added anything. I didn't think she was being messy. I thought Shamia did the right thing, and I feel like anybody should understand why Shamia would go back and tell Porsha what Drew had said. I just didn't understand why Shamia was so upset.
I think she should have just explained like this is what I said. I took it back to her the exact same way you said it, and I'm just confused on why we're still here. You know, still fussing about this. You did make the statement, and I did tell her. I don't know. You know, Shamia got to find somebody to argue with. You know, her Angela not adding no more, and Drew just firing back at any bitch who come for her. So
I see a lot of people online critiquing Shamia's progression on the show. A lot of people this episode were not happy with her at all. And I guess I kind of understand. Are people being are people being overly critical of Shamia right now on Housewives? I feel like they are a little bit. I feel like they're not giving her as much grace as they give the other girls. Maybe because she's been there for a while. I don't know. What you think about it?
maybe so. I was about to say, I think she's her because in the beginning of the season, she started on such a high peak that people probably were disappointed in her this episode because she's slinging in the mud a little bit. Some scenes feeling forced and, you know, certain things like that. So I think because she started so high, we was like, oh my gosh, she about to rock this season. Da, 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 da. And it's kind of like, okay, it's starting to water down a little bit. So hopefully things pick back up next episode because I felt like this episode, especially with Brit's whack ass event, that things kind of, even though it was very stacked and entertaining, it was more so like a 7. Of course, when Creonta coming in, you give it a 7.58, but it's just like overall what we've been getting so far. It's like, it was an okay episode.
But I feel like this was a great episode. I thought this was an amazing episode. I'm really enjoying Housewives of Atlanta right now. Like I'm in it. Like I'm back in it. The show is good right now. I'm so proud of them because they did it. Like if they were looking to reboot, give it a fresh look. As a day one A1 fan of Housewives, who I watch Housewives, bitch, on just repeat. You know that's one of my favorite shows. They're doing it really good, and
Some plucking to do in my book.
And I feel like the journey right now, we're getting more things on the way. We got another Nene flashback this episode.
We did.
I don't give a fuck what none of y'all hoes motherfuckers say. I feel like Bravo is tuning us up for Nene to come back, and that's what the fuck it is, okay?
Because they would turn your ass up in the comments.
Bitch.
About Nene coming back. So I was viewing that.
Oh, bitch, let me tell you something. When the people the people will tear Miss Oliver up in the I love it. The shit be funny to me. I be like, oh, that's the good one. I need to use that one. I think Nene's coming back because they keep showing her. There's so many other clips you can use in every instance they have done when showing her, but yet they show her. And I just keep thinking back to season 11 of Housewives when Kenya was not there, but she was clearly in talks to come back, and they kept dropping her the entire season. And lo and behold, she's here the next season. I really feel like Nene is about to come back.
We need that. We need that.
Creonta done
We
brought her
need
motherfucking
that.
ass back. I feel like Nene can, she should, and she will come back. The fuck?
It's a few we can send to the house to get Nene back.
Brit Eady being one of them. Send her back now.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all done let
She's
Kenya
first,
fall out. You know, Kenya gone, so we done freed up that money. Brit Eady gone. Brit Eady needs to go. We can free that money up. To be quite honest,
don't send Cynthia home.
no, Scent can stay. Scent
No,
don't cause no problems. And Scent don't cost too much, so Scent can stay.
We still got about 75 cents left playing with Scent.
Okay, yeah. We could get us a honey bun and a hot sausage pickle leg. Scent still here, but we all right. Scent can stay. I'm saying Porsha almost can go. Porsha can almost go now. And I hate to say it. I hate to say it about Hosea Williams' granddaughter, but she can almost march on.
She can almost march on for real.
That'll free up some money because you know they gave her a lot of money to come back. You know they did.
But what about the Porsha and Nene situation when they were supposed to go on the Upshaws?
That will save her.
I'm about to say, I don't know, a Nene and Porsha relink up may be good because, you know, they could be one day they over here and one day they over there. Big sis, little sis get off track real quick sometimes.
Get rid of Brit. Keep this same cast.
And get rid of Brit.
Get rid of Brit.
Back.
When I tell you it hurts my heart to say get rid of Brit. Because I think Brit is one of the most beautiful women I've personally ever seen. I think Brit is
go model, babes. Go model. She's beautiful. Go model, babe.
Yeah.
Go model.
Maybe she could call Cynthia and get her a couple of bookings.
Down to the Walmart.
Okay. I know you talk about your godmama like that. Oh, let me call Cent. Now, Cent, you see this over here? Let's cut this clip. I'm going to post this. Q said.
But you know what? Cent is over here playing with Housewives. This is her bread and butter right now. She ain't worried about no. I mean, if she get a modeling gig, you know what I'm saying? It's on the side.
Cent is on a whole Hulu show right now.
Cent is every damn where. Let's talk about it.
Cent is on Housewives. Cent is on Hulu. Cent got a weight loss commercial that be playing at 3:00 in the fucking morning. So you know she getting. You know that's a check. Cause only people grandma be up at 3 a.m. with checkbooks and cards and retirement money to spend.
Do you remember when her and Phaedra was getting into it and Phaedra said, my mom buys her plus size dresses all the time. But remember she was modeling for the catalog? Right.
But no tea, no shade. I'm pretty sure those catalogs pay a lot of money because there's a lot of older women who buy that shit. My nana.
Only people with coins sit up and buy shit off the TV. And they be waiting and sitting there waiting and watch a whole hour of clothes.
You got to have money.
HSN.
To wait for a book with paper and pictures to say this is what you want, and you write it down on the thing and send it back and say.
But that's what our grandma said to do, child. I know we got Amazon now, but that is a lot. That's bitch. You got to have a lot of money and a lot of time. Write down the dress you want, the color, the size,
on the little line,
and a quantity of 2. I got to get my sister one. We the same size. Girl, what?
You are stupid.
Cynthia is also on Love Hotel on Peacock because episode 6 comes out this week, and she is on here. I'm like, Cynthia, what are you doing in Love Hotel?
Cynthia said, I ain't got no man.
Cynthia gonna get these checks, baby. Cynthia and still running her own business. Yes, ma'am, Cynthia. Get it. And she got the podcast going on over there with Crystal.
Baby, I know that water in that lake so good.
Oh,
Ooh, Jesus. All right, child, here we go.
Creonta. Oh. Phaedra plays so fucking much, man. Phaedra knows she's back on the playground and she comes ready to fucking play. She comes with tools and all kind of toys in her toolbox and utensil box. Phaedra is here, ladies and gentlemen, And Creonta is ready to play.
She definitely played looking like this. Now,
Playing.
Phaedra,
Playing.
Creonta.
If I'd have seen her come out that green screen room ready for a confessional look like this, I would have. So turn around and go back.
Baby, let me tell you
She
something, baby.
She looks
Phaedra
good
got
too.
this motherfucking swoop the goosh, the douche.
Ooh,
It's just everywhere. Like, girl, if you don't move this shit out the motherfucking way.
who was that had that dress that one time at one of our reunions that had that dress? Was that Lauren England?
It was nobody but her. Oh no. I think
No, that
talking
was
about Kendra.
That was Kendra with all that dress.
Kendra. It was so much dress. This dress was just everywhere. It was so much
I think she on that. Was it the blue dress?
blue.
Oh no,
yes.
yeah, it was the blue dress. and Phaedra also had a big dress in confessionals.
Back to Creonta. Creonta, this is when, and I know Phaedra thought she was serving it up to the girls. I know she thought she was. I know she said, ooh, bitch, I'm going to get them with this. I'm finna tear it up. Aha, married to medicine. Aha. Aha, heavenly. Look. Phaedra looked like
swoop.
Phaedra looked like a West End Riding Hood.
She looked like Anya. What's that girl name from Dubai? The tall model girl? Because you know they friends.
They not friends. They be going back and forth. What you talking about?
Oh yeah, I did see them read each other. But I know she was out there in Dubai, but I feel like there's something, that type of foolishness she will wear.
I ain't gonna be messy. I'm gonna wait till Phaedra do something for me to tell my Phaedra Parks story. I got a Phaedra Parks Creonta story. I got a couple little cute Phaedra Parks Creonta stories. Shout out to Phaedra. Shout out to Phaedra.
It was good to go down memory lane of Faye in that scene when they kind of started from when she was like 2010, when she came onto the show and like literally worked her way all the way up until recently. I thought that was kind of cool. I'm like, damn, Phaedra gave this show she's been around 14 years. 15.
Yeah.
That's a long time to be in the network, child. Praise God.
So what do you think about Phaedra being back? What was your take on this scene?
I loved the over-the-topness. She looks so good. The hair is different. We don't see the girls with this color of wig. You know, they all look the same. So Phaedra looks so good. I can't wait to see this house. The toes look good. I'm just thinking about that outfit and them giving her that pan up from head to toe. She has a P in her damn, her little mat opening door. Phaedra is just so over the top, and Phaedra and it's housewife and it's rich, it's wealthy, it's real. You know what I'm saying? Phaedra just gives off coins. You can not like Phaedra. You can love Phaedra. At the end of the day, she shows up to work. She shows up looking like TV. She shows up looking and smelling like money. You know, this is a good Phaedra scene. A lot of people say they felt like the freaking Frack juju was a little forced in this scene, but I didn't really think it was forced. I do feel like Phaedra came with an agenda of, I'm about to give it to these married to medicine girls. I'm about to let y'all know Phaedra's back. So when she was shooting off her reads, it did come off a little like, slow down, Creonta. But at the same time, she got to come in hot because she's coming in episode 12. So I enjoy coming and seeing Phaedra back. I wish there was one critique I do have before I give you the floor. When she brought up Shamia's name, I wish somebody would have made her say something along the lines of where her and Shamia came from to give the audience a full perspective, because if you're just checking in the Housewives, you wouldn't know the history of Phaedra and Shamia, how they actually used to then rock with each other. Like Shamia used to say Phaedra used to make passes at her husband, and she would make her old husband. I don't think it was this husband. I can't remember. But anyways, it was a husband. So I wish Phaedra would have brought that up in some kind of minor way and just said, like, I know me and Shamia didn't start in the best place, but she is a good girl. So I wish she would have worded it like that, only so that the audience could get a full view on they haven't always been cool. But outside of that, I enjoyed seeing Creonta back. It was a new energy that came in, though. So I can just tell next episode from here on out, we're finna be getting back-to-back compact episodes. So when you got those big personalities like Phaedra or Kenya, they're gonna take up space. So I'm excited to see what Phaedra comes and does for the remainder of the season. Hopefully she get, ride it all the way out. Hopefully they get to at least 20 episodes, 21, 22, 23, So she at 12 now. So let's see what she can do for the remainder of the season.
Phaedra need her ass whooped for looking like this in this title card. And I'm upset that I'm going to have to look at this for the remainder of the season. Now, she looked beautiful, but girl, just take your gas off the fierceness. Just come back a little bit. Creonta.
But she gives us everything. Phaedra she's a character.
Yes, but I wanted her to rethink this one. Like, y'all got to start showing the girls some previews so they could say, ooh, maybe switch this one out. Because I don't think Phaedra would have okayed this. I don't think.
You don't think there's a mirror in the room? What face she do? That is her favorite face. She should have practiced that in the mirror a couple of times, and she would have seen she ain't like that look. You so dumb.
Now I will say this though. Phaedra ate this scene. Phaedra ate this scene up for me. Phaedra ate this scene up. Phaedra ate this scene up. I was so happy.
You like this type of foolishness.
I like this type of carrying on. Phaedra was reading from A to Z, and I lived for it.
Everybody got a little.
Everybody got some.
I want every bitch in the room mad with me when I show up to film. I'm like, Phaedra, what are you doing?
That is the wittiness that made all of us love Housewives of Atlanta. When we had Nene, her, Kenya, even Candy with her little one-liners, everything, everybody talking this language, everybody giving it up like this, it makes the show funny, interesting, compelling. Phaedra sat down in one spot the entire scene, but that scene was so fucking funny.
Iconic.
Now they gonna light her ass up when they see what she said. They gonna pull her apart. They gonna tie her to the horse and slap him, and they gonna shred her. But
who you think gonna get her first?
I want that Angela Oakley to bite her teeth off into Miss Phaedra. That's what I want to see.
But you know what I'm learning about you, Aquariuses? Y'all work better when you kind of sit back and think about it for a minute. So I actually want them to send in what she called Keely. She called her a little Teletubby or a little. She called her a little something, a little strawberry short cheesecake or some shit. She called her
a little garden gnome.
It was something she said shady, and then she threw a couple at Drew.
She threw a lot at Drew. She said
a couple at Drew.
She said I didn't think Drew would like hot dogs. They say she around there eating, licking on tacos. I thought that was so funny. That was so funny. Like, that's so smart. Nobody has been talking like that this entire season. Angela gives it to us a little bit, but nobody has that whimsical comedic charm that we love Housewives for. Like, this is why we tune into Bravo, because we get this high level foolishness.
Shade and all this type of thing.
When Phaedra said, when Phaedra said, I heard she got more bodies than Willie, I said, bitch.
And did you see the Willie flashback?
I'm the Undertaker.
And thank you, Willie Watkins.
Bitch. Phaedra ate this scene up, man.
When she said Charles Oakley's secret wife.
Bitch.
I said, oh, Miss Oakley's not gonna like that. That lady's not gonna like that. She's gonna get you about that one, man.
Phaedra.
She tired of cleaning up her husband. And as soon as she brings Charles to a group scene to clear all this shit up, here come Phaedra kicking up. Here come
Phaedra with the most shit.
She finna get Phaedra. After she see that scene, that reunion gonna be so nasty if she ain't got her yet. Ooh,
these hoes finna kill each other.
Angela's been from what we can see, she's been the only wife around for the past few years. So where Phaedra get that from? From the streets? From the Mama Joy streets?
Now Phaedra be mad if they start talking about these secret lawsuits and settlements from years of
you know what the girl's gonna do?
What's her name? That be round up with Donald Trump. What's her name?
Oh, her name Angela too.
Angela.
They B's mama.
Angela Stanton.
Yes, I got a picture with Angela at your house.
Yeah, Angela was over here. Lord Jesus. Now Phaedra be mad if they bring up Angela Stanton again. You know Angela don't mind getting on the mic.
But you know what? They gonna bring up Porsha and Phaedra. I'm just thinking about the girls who's on the show, and you know how they like to call out shit. They gonna bring up that lie that Porsha and Phaedra had against Candy.
Oh, it's coming.
So that's gonna be Angela's slide back in. Like, why y'all over here acting like y'all freaking Frack? Did y'all ever fix, the situation? You know they're gonna bring it back up.
Oh yeah, freaking Frack is definitely gonna be under the attack.
I wonder how Shamia. I'm curious to see Phaedra and Shamia's interaction on the show. I can't wait. I cannot wait. It looked friendly on the phone when they had a little FaceTime.
Baby.
But I wonder, are they gonna dig it back up and get into it?
Season 17.
Keep
the cast the way it is. Bring back that Nene and that Kenya back and bitch.
Bring Nene and Kenya. Bring back Nene and Kenya.
I'm in a school.
And they got it right.
Bring back Nene and Kenya and put them as friends. Humble these hoes. Start them off small. They'll take the check.
And give them the same check. Give them the same check.
And it's a scene with both of them walking in hand in hand.
Ooh, or they give them a good lunch off scene. Hand in hand would be cute too.
bitch, we can go around the bitch, if y'all really want to be spicy, bitch, we can have a scene at the Sean Snow house.
Mm-hmm. Or we can swing it around to the chateau.
Go down to OLG, bitch, and tell they stuff. How Mama Joyce come around.
Candy ain't letting y'all up in their place. And now she ain't getting no check.
I see it, kid.
Yeah, season 17 would be perfect if they do it right. Yeah, because Phaedra's setting the scene up for old Housewives feel. So hopefully we continue to go down this road of bringing back, our OGs or bringing back that feel and et cetera, et cetera. And hopefully the people up top are listening to the audience. We want this lady back. We want both of them back. Now we want Kenya and Nene back. Let's see what they do with it.
Look at our face. We so serious.
So serious. Okay, we want to produce the show. Call us.
Oh no, I don't want to produce.
I do.
I don't.
Give me that Bravo check. Give me that Bravo check.
I don't want to produce Housewives. No, thank you.
I would take any one of them shows. Like, give me a Housewives. Give me one of Carlos King shows, like one of his Love and Marriage shows. Ooh, I would eat that up. I've been trying, but we on our way. But anywho, good episode. Good episode.
Yeah, I agree. Any final thoughts before we get out of here?
Nope. Interested to see where we go next week. Are they going on it's a girl? We're finally going on a cash trip.
And where they going?
Somewhere
Grenada?
in the Caribbean waters. Yeah, Grenada in the Caribbean waters.
Yeah. Housewives is good, guys. I'm enjoying the season. This is a great season. It's great. Brit Eady.
Bye.
Count your days.
Pack your bags.
Okay.
Get your things.
Hurry.
Start gathering your things.
So
we can start showing you where the door is, my love.
Brit Eady.
Not the disgusted face.
she has just made a mess of herself on these people's television screens, and I'm in such shock.
Disbelief.
Embarrassment. Jesus. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this review. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Please jump down in the comments and let us know what you thought about this review. Be sure to follow my friend Quentin at Quentin T. Harris on all social media. And of course, he is Oliver Twixt, spelled with an X on everything. I love you guys so much. And until next time, be sure to
pray and Kegel.
Pray and Kegel, baby. Bye.
Yeah. Everybody go. Everybody go. Everybody go. I ain't gon' get a line, but it's better celebrate. Play it one time, you gon' play again and again. Come one, come all, from oldest kid. CWIS is the winner. Ha!